The key consists of one button on the front only. Double-click as well as press and hold function. We can lock and unlock the car as well as open and close the windows. The first thing we're going to do is unlock the vehicle. We're then going to open the door and close it again. Our first stop is the steering wheel with the left as well as the right side. On the left behind the steering wheel, recuperation paddles as well as drive modes on the right. The left side takes care of the different assistance system functions. Set as well as increase and decrease, and also set the distance. On the right, we can activate voice assist and also activate functions in the head-up display. We have media controls as well as a volume control button. Moving on to the instrument cluster next. If we use the pedal behind the steering wheel, we can adjust the recuperation in the instrument cluster. We can switch between different ADAS systems, however, we cannot select them while the vehicle is in a parked position. Same goes for the gap adjustment. We can use the right side of the steering wheel to adjust the settings for the head-up display as well as the mirrors. Head-up display first. We can turn it off and on. We can adjust the position and height and also activate the snow mode. We can select voice assist.
What would you like to do next?
Cancel.
Okay.
On the right, we have media controls. We can use the paddle behind the steering wheel to switch between different drive modes, which will be displayed in the head unit and also in the instrument cluster. If we use the button on the lever, we can go through the instrument cluster menu. Odometer. We can display trip 1 as well as trip 2 and reset the values with press and hold. Moving on to the head-up display for a moment. We can turn it off and on. We can adjust the position. And as you can see, the head unit shows a reaction as well, asking us if we want to save the settings changed. While we're at it, let's stop at the head unit next. The head unit consists of an upper bar as well as a lower bar, however, no drop-down menu. Before we have a look at the features in the lower bar, we're going to have a look at profile settings in the upper left corner. Next to that, volume controls and time. On the right, Wi-Fi network, temperature, as well as Bluetooth settings, and also quick settings. In the lower bar, we find a phone, as well as a camera shortcut, climate settings, and a shortcut to open the climate menu. Navigation feature first. We can hide or show the screen on the left. This is where we can see the ADAS functions. We have navigation settings. On the right, we can select a satellite view and more. Next up is vehicle. We can move the vehicle and also use remote functions. For example, lock and unlock the car and also open the charge port. Settings. As well as an application drawer where we can see default as well as downloaded applications. If we download an app, they will be shown in the application drawer afterwards. So let's check the different features next. Media first, different third-party applications, different media sources, radio, USB, and Bluetooth. Back to the drawer, and on to phone. We can select different phones. It is possible to connect up to 3. Message and help as well as charging. Parking and parking camera. In addition, we can use any of the downloaded apps. For example, different games or weather. Moving on to the passenger display next. We can turn the display on and off, and then operate the different media sources. Either swipe left and right to change the track or radio station, or click on the arrows. And now rear seat entertainment, on and off, media sources, climate, settings, as well as volume on the right. We're going to move back to the front and have a look at the center console, climate functions, lock and unlock the vehicle. In the center, we can push the button to open the glove box. Gear selection on the left. If we switch to D, the head unit changes, and so does the head-up display. Switching to N, then reverse, which activates the camera in the head unit. And back to park. To wrap things up, we're now going to open and then close the door once again. Then take the key and lock the vehicle.